The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready,
55. Hey, eat.
Gun.
Check 99. Check 99. 36. Wait.
Newton on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill.
Express. Mike, get it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Got some room at the 30. Christian McCaffrey, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Crunch time, defense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First up, 19.
Mike 5-4. Time to go,
54.
Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with the pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans'
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Motion.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Watson steps away to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced a ball in the... Coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Covered by Trey Boston.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
What we got?
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first. First quarter of play.
With the score, Panthers 14, Texans nothing.
Here we go. Kill.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Check, 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 check.
Great.
They will go for it. Now Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
You can't block me. Check.
After the interception, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
Check, 54. Mike, 54.
Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, 59.
What you got, Heavy?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Check 52. Slap. Some set. 19.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
A first down carry now for Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The pitch out to Miller. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 23-yard run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as as a runner. But even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Watch the shot. 8.
Here's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm here all day.
Now Newton. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Newton now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Bang, bang. Under 10. 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Watson now to throw. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our routes. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Hey, 59.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 8. Let's go.
Play action. It's Newton. Flushed out right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check the
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, come on,
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Let's go, D. Slam.
Watson. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
He's checking credit.
Now it's Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
We got this.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Sit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into it.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Panthers. 54 yards. They come out here in the eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now it's Newton. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Throwing is Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's how they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Squeeze, double. Mike 54, squad. Mike 54. Record. Check three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 70 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here you go.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Great game.
Hey, check Mike 39. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Defense wins championships, baby.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Talking about.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Newton steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Where's the tap? 19! 54! 131! All day. Check out.
They'll run on 1st down. Miller. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Watson now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Lucky. Where's Dig? Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 35. Check 9. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, Miller. Lamar Miller. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
25, check 25, check 25.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.